Hello. Good evening, friends and familiars. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Screw. Welcome. Good evening. So, we made a chicken cooker, and we tried to do it with lava, and it burned down the house that it was in. Chicken cooker itself is okay. It's not made of wood. But then I tried to replace it with a smelter and do it that way. And have like the block suffocate them, but it didn't work because the chicken goes up through the block that they suffocated. So I'm gonna try to figure those things out today and make a working one. Hey Junk, welcome, welcome. Good evening. I tried to wake you up. I was just getting some water. So let's make a test world. The other two test worlds I have there aren't flat, so I want a flat one. Oh wait, yeah, soup. That one. Let's get... Actually, this is fine. Let's just add more dirt. Can I increase this somehow? Do I have to go here? So I can change this to like 10. That should be good. Then I want to set the game rules. Don't spawn anything. You can spawn wardens, I guess. Don't do those. Okay, that should be good. Alright, so as much as possible, I'm going to try to avoid using the rotate command. I'll try to make this vanilla. But if I get annoyed and it doesn't work out, then I will give up. Okay. Let's get this a little up here. There. Don't give up. We'll make something that works. But is that an example for all sheep? Okay. Let's see. Hopper. I don't think there's any naturally spawning hoppers in... Probably should have just left those. Minecraft. But there are naturally spawning dispensers. So theoretically, even in vanilla, we can have dispensers go a different way, but we can't use any redstone dust. There's no naturally spawning... Wait, there are naturally spawning comparators in the ancient city. And there are naturally spawning repeaters in both jungle temples in the ancient city. Ancient city doesn't have hoppers, right? I don't think it does. Okay. So, start number 1. Let's get some glass. Ugh. Oh, whoops. Glass has fall damage. I've never have any problem finding ancient cities, so that should go fine. Well, I'm not actually going to do it. It's about whether or not I can claim this is vanilla or not. But we have the rotate tool on Wonderful, so I don't have to actually go and find all that. Okay, so I actually don't really want this placed right now, do I? Because it will just absorb things and then be annoying. So you go there. And then... will all that break? Okay. Yeah, let's just place that for now. And then... no, bottom one. That's so absurd. It's funny, like, exactly once. God dang it. That's good enough, I think. We can just middle click that and then place it. Honestly, I'll just middle click this. Is it April 10th for you right now? Yes. So it's National Femboy Day. Whoa. Did not know there was one of those. I'm here for it. Okay, so this is where the chickens are gonna be. We probably want... double of these, so let me put this up here. And then we will do... It was disturbingly lacking in femboys. I know. I feel that. I don't know if I need double of these, but I'm just gonna do it. Oh wait, that can't be there. That has to be a hopper. Well, leave that there and then we can... go like that. There. I don't believe it. You see, this is pre-recorded. What? I'm off enjoying femboys. Is that what you're saying? If only. Granted, I still need to get a hopper in there. I think we're ready to do the hopper, maybe. There are a few issues to work out here, like... oh, and this is supposed to be a dispenser, not a dropper. Shoot. Whoops. Somehow don't think this will work anyways. If we do uplink that, then we can... Aha! Okay. Good. Now, like, one of the problems here is what I was mentioning, where when you suffocate a chicken, it the chicken, like the dropped chicken entity, zoomed up to the top due to the collision box or whatever. So we needed to figure out either something other than suffocation to kill the chicken, or we push the chicken up through a hopper or something somehow, or up to a place where it can be pushed with a piston into a hopper. Because, like, I don't think it would go up through a hopper. I don't think that's going to be possible. You just collect it at the top. I mean, like, the problem with it is it won't go through the hopper, but I could clip a minecart into a block. Hopper minecart into a block. So I guess that would work. So we'll try suffocation first, because I think that's going to be like the most effective, but we'll see. Put that there. And so the idea is we get a hopper minecart. Hello? Huh? I know these are summonable. Can you just not summon things in creative? That's so silly. Oh no, it's because it needs to be on rails. I'm surprised they made that check in this. Want to see the ghost chickens try to ascend? Okay. I think that's most effective too, as well. But that does mean that we don't need this setup if they all just ascend, right? So I'll probably move that. We'll figure it out later. Okay. Push that back over. Oh, almost lost it. But it's a question of what can we put there that's vanilla friendly. I think probably honey block is going to be the best. Assuming it still floats up to a honey block, but I would assume that's the case. Okay, so we push this in. Get it right up in there. And then we don't need that, but this needs to be a hopper. Which means that this actually needs to be the dropper. So let me Let me just set block this because I'm lazy. That's still the default NBT, so it should be fine. Okay, so then we need here to be a slab of some sort. Dropper, dispenser, dropper. We only need a dispenser for shooting eggs. And this one's going to be shooting chicken guts. Chicken giblets, because they get gibbed. Okay, and we want... Let's look at this one and say set block 46 glass. I forgot numbers. My bad. It's negative. I wasn't thinking. Wait, guts? The dropped chicken item and feathers. So those are what they can drop. My hope is that this will work properly, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to find out. I was like, will this pick up chickens that go here? I don't know. We'll find out. And this can be set block, hopper, then oh, if I put this here, I wonder. It went into the hopper. Right, okay, we'll have to just set block, that's fine. So, 5? We don't need that there. I'll put chickens in there later. So now we want to fire this thing. So what's the mechanism for firing a dispenser in vanilla? So first off, I want to see which way does a comparator face. Oh, that is so lucky. It faces opposite. The default comparator faces opposite a dispenser. That's awesome. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted to see. No guts, no glory. That's good. Okay. So now we gotta figure out how exactly I want to make this work. I think what I can do that's maybe a bit silly, but I think it's legal in this version, is we can... Oh, but no. Okay, because there's no dust, so we can't... How would we take a power from above? Is the only option... Observers would work. It's default facing for an observer. That might actually be the only option, come to think of it. But that said, like, we still need the comparator to do a subtraction, which requires dust. Hey Faith, welcome. That was me, I was there. But I stopped being there to stream. Let's see, how do we... emulate the subtraction without dust? And with only one direction. Which way do pistons go? Ooh. Would that work? What else can go into the side of a comparator? Is it only dust or can torches? I don't think torches can. Remember, this is not vanilla. Okay. So if we do... that. Hey Turburglar, welcome, welcome. Good evening. So, can torches if they're on a block. Not that that helps too much, but maybe. Does not. Does not. Can other comparators or repeaters? What? That doesn't power it? There we go. No. It is not subtracting it. Oh wait, I'm not in subtract mode. That would do it. Okay, so it does. Does he finally move? Good for her. Yeah, I heard she got the new place. I assume she hasn't actually moved yet, right? It's only been a couple days. But yeah, I'm glad she got it. Also, I do want to see something while we're playing with this. If I, go like this. Oh my lord. Yeah, you can do it. That's awesome. Okay, anyways, I want to see the torch again. No. Okay. So, repeaters, probably comparators would work too. observers, probably not enough power. But if it did work, it would be good. Well, it would probably have to work directly from the side, huh? Yeah, not enough power. So... so my initial thought would be like... Oops, we could do... That's not gonna work anyways. My initial thought would be that we could do it like this. Put that there, okay. And then put an observer here. Huh. And then do where are ya? Actually, no block would probably work. Do. I didn't know it did that. If we did no block there, and then a solid block. Oh yeah. That's actually pretty useful. I didn't really think about that. Okay, comparator right in there. This is my initial thought, and the problem with this is that if it ever gets two things in there, it'll stop firing, right? So we need some way to get this subtraction to work. But if we did drop an egg in here, it would fire at least the one time, right? And they're probably not going to be that frequent where it would be a problem, but if it ever happened, it would be a problem. And it's really hard to fix because they don't have an inventory, so you can't just like right click it and pull it out. You could just hit this and fire it, I guess. That works. Doesn't seem like it works. So then what I want is like, how do we either subtract from this on a clock or some other method? Probably on a clock. Sort of clocks work. I wonder if rail clocks would work. Oh, I can't use dust. Can we calibrate a skulk sensor to like be dispensed item sound? Is that a thing? Rated skulk sensor. We need a rotated comparator, but I think that's maybe fine. We can take a look. So give me the vibration information. Anything about a dispenser? Block activate. But it's only triggered by a dispenser and not a dropper. Interesting. But that's fine because we're looking at a dispenser, so that's fine. So all we need is 10. How do we get 10 into a calibrated skulk sensor? Oh, wait, and comparator page maybe tells me more about that. Comparator is we can't use books. They don't work. You can't open the book interface. So we just need some other fashion of this. I can do music discs, but you know, they play and pop out. I can't do 10 from those. You can do it from a cake. That would be 14 for a full cake, 12 for one slice, 10 for two slices. So you take 2 slices from a cake and it'll work. Okay. So if we put... Didn't I say don't advance time? Has it been this dark the whole time? Okay, so we want to... build this, so essentially... Okay. We want the calibrated skulk sensor. Here we want the comparator. No. No. Ah! There we go. But I have to go to Skulk anyways to get this. Should be okay. Oh, we'll just look it up anyways. Like on the seed, world seed gen thing is fine. Okay, so can we actually get a cake? How does that work? I might craft one to see how that works. You can build it. Okay, and then all we need is a repeater right in there. Let's rotate it. Okay, that technically works if this comparator and repeater are accessible. Actually, the comparator doesn't need to be rotated, so let's undo that part. Okay. So all we need so far is a rotated repeater, and I bet you that every rotation of repeater is available, but we'll double check it. The swaps are a game changer, beats breaking it. The what part? Okay. So I think this does a signal of 15, right? Pretty sure. Okay, so that should probably work. I think. It might be a little slow, but I think it'll work. Okay. Let's try to drop a couple of eggs in there. What? Oh man. We have to be fast about it, so I'm gonna hotbar them. Okay, it does actually work. Perfect. That's the silliest one I've made. I like it. Okay, so we can technically just raise tick speed to get them to grow up, I think. Or no, tick sprint. That's cheap. Okay. So, as you can see, it went up here. Both of them go up here. Yeah, all of them went up there. Whoops. That one went in there. Okay, so we'll need to, like, in order to have living chickens in here, we need to put that on there. But I want to see, whoops. That did not go well. Alright. That did not work either. E-type living block. Oh, the entity is dying also triggers it. Interesting. So I want this to also trigger this one because I can't put a comparator behind this. So my thought is that instead of this, we can put another block, note block up here. And that should power that, as well as allow the signal to carry, and we'll put another observer up there. Okay, so that didn't turn into any, so let's that was funny. It shot the glass out that got in there before. Okay, so we got some now. Let's see if they work properly. I'm going to temporarily place that there. Or not. Okay, we'll sprint another day. Chirpity chirpity. Wait for them to die. It didn't pick it up. So that's not good enough. Whoops. So what can we do about this? Can we... I don't think we can place a block there. What in the frick just happened? Okay. So we want a block to be built here. We want rails here. And hopper minecart. And that picked up the block, of course it did. Actually, would this be sufficient? Do we not need another block here? I didn't think it picked stuff up that was like on its space, but maybe it does. Let's try that again. Make that get up there. everything still work. Okay, okay, cool. This is detecting so much besides the dispenser. Alright. Sprint today. Wait for death. Oh, it works. It works. It works. Awesome. Oh, that's really cool. I did not expect that. And we could maybe make this a note block if it still works. We'll see. So if I go to... Well, it doesn't get powered when you click it, right? Never mind. I don't think it needs to be a note block. So we just build that, and then what we can do is put a button there. Perfect. I think that'll work. Oh, that is one problem with it, is that it will only dispense one thing at a time per egg that goes in. But I guess that's actually fine because the drop rate for eggs breaking into chickens is pretty low. So it should be okay. We're doing really well at keeping to the restrictions. I did not expect to kill at E equals living. Okay, so now I'm glad you like it. We're gonna work on the actual cooking part now. And the way to do that is netherrack. Believe it or not. Can you guys guess why? You got 3 seconds. Why are you not building? Oh wait, I know why. What? Wow, stupid block. What a snot. Oh, and that works. Screw you, stupid block. Don't believe this garbage. Oh my god. There we go. What, 3 seconds already up? It is. What were we guessing? Why I'm using netherrack? Testing stuff, huh? Yep, we're trying to get this chicken farm that will work better in herdcraft. Welcome, Gabriel. Maybe told to sleep? Alright. Well, welcome for while you're here. Oh, don't tell me this stuff breaks too. No, it does not break. It just makes the same noises. Oh my god, this game. You drop it in the right spot. Pretty please. There we go. Maybe told the sheep and I will. Nice. Okay, I'll put a few of these on here. No ideas? The answer is because fire. Now, normally in this version, you would have to set a flint and steel down and wait for it to light the thing on fire. But I'm just gonna cheat. An AI VTuber in this day and age? Neuro? Please don't break. Somehow I don't expect to be able to get a block over the fire, but it worked. So. Name is Akia. Oh, I see. I've watched Neuro on occasion, but I don't know if I'd watch another one. Would it be fun in Giant's Rubik's Cube? Not in this version. Definitely not in this version. There are a few redstone Rubik's Cube builds, though. They're pretty neat. Okay, and then we just need a dropper here. Okay, let's put some chicken. Jeez, just go in the right thing, please. You know what? Yeah, just go in there. That's fine. Okay, and we need feathers as well for proper testing. Okay, got feathers. We got those. Oh, we also want a back to this. Yeah, it's gonna be absorbed immediately, of course. Seven. Perfect. And we get a button. Those buttons are activating these, which I guess is fine. Alright. So now we do... Did it work? Are you cooked? I don't think that's a cooked chicken. Nope. Still raw. I'm surprised. I thought it would be far enough. Need 2 people in the server making glass for this? Probably. The freaking glass, man. It's a feather. Also a feather? It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's a feather. That looked like a chicken and it died. It's not supposed to die. Let's get a water bucket, I guess. Is that here? It was a feather anyways. That's a chicken. Does it have to die while it's in the fire? I thought I just had to die while it was on fire. It might have to die in the fire for this to work. I guess we'll have to do some more testing. Okay, let me grab chicken. Follow me. I know lava also works. We did this on the server and it's not working and I don't know why. Won't fire damage the food? Yeah, but it's supposed to smelt when you kill it with fire. And turn into cooked chicken. What? The lava just straight up disappeared. The heck? But see there, it went to cooked chicken. right, because it's creative, it doesn't get consumed. So if we set block that as another rack. It's 2 R's, another rack. And steel. It takes out the fire. So it does have to cook in the fire, but then the fire goes out. So we need to constantly be relighting the fire. And that's also not exactly helpful because then it just sits there. Rack, not ack, yeah. I didn't realize. But you think it's a good party trick? Well, hopefully it's a mechanic we can use. The problem being the dispenser to light the fire would have to be facing a different way. But that's not impossible because you can get them in jungle temples. And it would also technically waste or expend the flint and steel, right? So we'd have to refill it every now and again, which is fine. Is it possible it's a side effect of creative? I'm assuming this wasn't happening on the server. I don't know if it happened on the server or not, because when we discovered it, it was smelting I think it was food in nether fire. Like we were in the nether and it was smelting it in the fire that was just like randomly around. So it's very possible that the fire disappeared. There wasn't any fire left where it was cooked, but I had assumed it dragged through. Not that it stopped in the fire. That's how we discovered the mechanic though. I don't think it would be a side effect of creative because it's not like from my direct interaction with it. I don't want to try it in survival because I don't have creative fly. Though interestingly, that fire didn't get extinguished. I don't understand. Also, I thought you were going to make a line of burning netherrack so it shoots the chicken birds longer. Not that I understand the mechanics. I don't either. Because now this one's staying on. Only this one goes out. I don't understand. Whoops. Oh shoot, I accidentally removed the rotation tool. Awesome. GG's, good game. Okay. So Now I want to try putting a chicken onto this and lighting it. The entity wasn't in the fire. Oh. Yeah, maybe it's because it wasn't like on the ground in the fire. That's probably what it was. So we don't actually need netherrack, probably. I'll probably just light anything on fire. But we'll need a way to detect that the fire has happened and it's time to drop it down. So I wonder... Which way is your piston face again? Wrong way. It could be a hopper minecart that's not in position. So we basically do like this. We get rails. There. Regular rail. So essentially, when something dies here, which should probably be detected by a skulk sensor, it can power this guy. And then oddly, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, so dying, I think, is that also 10? No. Though this seems to be like activating on everything, isn't it? No? Yeah, block breaking. Oh, the sound goes there, but it's not outputting anything. No, it is outputting it. I think this maybe didn't get updated. Is why then. It's still giving it power. Well, that's block breaking, right? Block attached. That's not in 10 though. Block destroy should be 12. Pretty sure that's 2 slices. Represent something 10. Yeah, it's for calibrated skull sensors. They have they work based on vibration values that are numbered. Could be that the comparator itself wasn't done. I also wanted to try to make a cake. Make sure that works. So that's... How does it not show a picture of it in use? Okay. So we're looking at the numbers. Which one is entity death? 15. That's an easy one. We actually don't want a cake then. We want... where to work. So... do that and then do... So does that work? It's still empowered. I don't get it. I don't get it. Will you milk a cow? You don't milk a cow in this version. So you are right. That is a real problem. It needs a break. Well, good job, Gabrielle. Is there another way to get milk buckets besides trading? It can generate in trial chambers. Okay. Sure. Cake can also generate in trial chambers. With a pretty decent chance. Red stuff on the cake is redstone. Could be. I don't know why the skulk sensors are being so weird. I place that and then break that. It doesn't do it for that, so I guess it is working maybe. That doesn't seem to work though. So let's look at chicken. The chicken being placed triggers it. But the chicken dying does not trigger it. Today has been interesting. Found out about an ASMR VTuber Awards. Oh, really? Well, where you can vote? I have never listened to ASMR. Nominate Kada for best unintentional ASMR stream. Oof. That should definitely be a category. I gotta say. Be funny. So I think this is probably not going to work. But we could maybe do an observer observing the fire. Maybe. Probably if I use something other than that, like maybe it's not entity die, I don't know. I don't know what it is though. Move that there, build. Okay. Wait, that's not where I wanted it, but that's fine. We can just do that. Okay. So that observes the fire, and then we would want... how do we make this happen? Just... piston, or no, not piston, observer would power... I got nothing. Oh, we have 2 spaces here, so what we can do is do a solid block of any sort. Dot there, go there. And do a note block. Should put right there. What a dip. Go. Oh, frickin' A. I misclicked. Go there. There we go. And we can put this here. And then how would that work? If this was... Oh my lord. Okay, if this was here, move this, and then put that there, remove this, put... How can I punch you but not collect you? I'm so annoyed. I can't tell if there's just like a bunch of entities there now or not. I'm gonna kill everything. I think it's not letting me do it, so I'm just gonna drop them here. Rail. Rail. One here, perfect. Okay, that will technically work. However, it doesn't power this side. So it only powers this side, but that's something. It went up here. Oh. So that's going to power it when it turns on and when it turns off, which is not what we want, really. Technically only want it to power it when it turns off, and we want it to power this one when it turns on. Or no. Actually, we want to power both when it turns off. Just for the duration of it going over here and then coming back. It's going to pick up uncooked chicken though, I think. No matter what I do. Got any ideas? Brain is smooth for this, I see. I suppose what we could do instead is make it so that it shoots the chicken when you push a button. It shoots the chicken into a fire and like lights the fire at the same time, and then that's just manual, and then you collect it, sort of thing. So we don't stock up cooked chicken, we stock up regular chicken. Not super desirable, but maybe that's okay. And we want... Oh. Yeah, sure. Okay, and then essentially we push this button. Oh, right, hold on. We need to put a hopper here so we can get the... Just sets itself on fire. We could maybe have it on like a block that doesn't catch fire and just have it sitting there, I suppose. Does it die from fire actually? Let's find out. I don't think it dies from fire. So that's good. You can't really control when it goes off. It's random. So then maybe we can keep that there and we just have like something, well, something not flammable here. What is a non-flammable block? Doesn't catch fire, rather. I think let's see. Block that doesn't catch fire, that's somewhat easy to get. Sandstone catch fire? No. Okay, so we basically stand here and then you hit this button. Oh, but that doesn't help because you have no inventory. Right, that doesn't work. The netherrack is superfluous. No, it keep the fire going. So there's like always a fire here. Kind of thing. But we do still need a mechanism for getting a rail under here when it's done cooking. It does put it out. I guess we can just... Heh. I could technically just do a filter. I don't want to do a filter, but I could technically just do a filter. The mechanism for doing an item filter would be... We'd need to do it with a hopper minecart, first of all. No, because the observer also sees when it goes on. Which is... I don't know. It's stateful. It'll get annoying. I think an item filter would be best. So if we get a rail... Setting up an item filter is going to be so freaking miserable. Go up here. Especially because like I need to do this and then we'll push that over basically so that I can put a hopper down here. That's like the build pattern for this. It's going to be really annoying. Or I guess I can just have 2 rails. It's probably functional. But the important part is that this, oh frick, this needs to actually be a detector rail. So we need a detector rail here. And that's going to have a comparator here. Gonna eat soon? Alright. Wait, eat? Are you going to bed? Feel like doing the rest? Fair enough. Do this. And we do need to have this in subtract or whatever. Not relevant to this, but can you even make a rail loop if the rails are all in one direction? No, you can't make a loop. You can only make rails. Straight rails. Though there are naturally spawning rails in mine shafts, so I guess you could make a loop. Getting warm? Like getting close to a solution? Maybe. But we will need another rotated repeater for this, which is probably okay. So essentially, this needs to be, or should this be a comparator? Yeah, it doesn't need to be a comparator, doesn't it? Well, it could be a repeater, but it's easier as a comparator. So this is, we need it to be a comparator of like, oh wait, no, we don't actually need this at all. What am I thinking? All we need is this. Okay, cool. But we don't have dust to let the power drop. Can we even do this? So we do need it. That's the only way. Because there's no dust to let the power drop normally. So we have to do it this way. We want a power of 2. Which could be a cake. I think 1 composter also works. Yeah, a composter with 2 levels would work, which we can do. Just have to be careful about it. Copper golem statue would also work. which I think would probably... I am pretty sure you can build... Yeah, you can build a copper golem if you find a outpost. Almost are way easier than cake. Yeah, for sure. Unfortunately, it doesn't go to 10 for the other thing, but... Okay, I think... Try out copper golem. Compost was probably easier. I just worry because I'm bad at determining how many levels are in it. But if I use cake... Using cakes here is fine. Okay. So that it needs to get to 3 to unlock. Then... observers are the only way to get backwards. Oh, we need a torch, right? We need inversion. It's not possible. Is it? No, it's doable. It's just disgusting. Okay. Get a torch on here. I hate when it does that. Yeah, you can fill the composter with a hopper. You just can't like right click into it, which is whatever. So to get this negated as a constant signal, I wonder if this is really the spot to do it. Could we send the power down first somehow? Wait. No, that wouldn't work. wondering if a piston would do it, but I don't think so. We'd still have to invert it. And torches the middle, way to send a redstone signal down. No, I send it up. To send it down is a lot more complicated. But dust is pretty typical for a sustained signal. Really tempted to try copper bulbs, and I just know it's not going to work because I've done it before. But I don't know how else to get a signal down, because if we don't have dust, the only option is comparators. I really wish redstone lamps had comparator outputs. It would fix this. Can't place dust. What do you get when you break redstone wire? You get the dust back. Or when you break ore, you get dust, yeah. But you can't place it in vanilla. None of the blocks that are start as items, like none of the items that turn into blocks when you place them actually work in vanilla. I did fix that in the mod so we can use it. I just want to try to not use it as much as possible. I guess skulk sensors send stuff down. It's not really what I want though. It's not a sustained signal. Wait a second. No, I don't want to do that. It's horrible. I was thinking I could shoot an item on top of a skull cracker, but no. Not happening. You could put a music disc into a jukebox. That would have a comparator output. Hard to remove though. Cooking on campfire, any use? You can't automate it. But you can't... No, I don't think you can do it in this version anyways. Welcome back, Gabriel. Cheez-Its, nice. I do like Cheez-Its. I guess pistons kind of work. I think there's like negation options with comparator systems that I don't really understand. Stone circuits. Detector. Daylight detector. I guess. See, okay, not gates, subtraction inverter, torch inverter. Offers all advantage of the torch inverter. And then 2 clock cycle without burning out faster class. Instant inverter. Okay. Instant inverter requires redstone dust. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking stuff up. Not doing super well at this. Actually, doesn't update it, interestingly. I assume that the redstone changing would actually update it. Do stream hopefully in the morning. Oh, okay. Good night. Sleep well. Wait, this won't work either because I can't like actually move anything under there. So while that's powered, be unable to change state of the thing. The thing wouldn't turn off until it overpowered the side again, so it wouldn't work at all. I don't know a way to do this without dust. There's gotta be a way, but I don't know how. But if we do it with dust, we can, I think, or wait, I guess we don't need dust, but we need a torch on the side, and I don't think there's a way to get a torch on the side. We can check the ancient city, but I don't think there is one. Oh wait, I still need dust here, huh? Oh no. This has to be... Though, shoot, this detector rail being on top of a hopper is going to lock the hopper regardless, isn't it? Because the detector rail powers down. I think so. Not 100% on that though, we can find out real quick. Hopper minecart. How did that break it? This powering breaks it, shoot. But yeah. So even if that were... Yep, the detector rail will power that or lock that regardless, so it would have to be another minecart on an activator rail, and the activator rail is... how does that work again? Activator rail. Disables minecarts with hoppers. Cannot pick up items. Okay, so we would have to do here as the hopper. And then we would have here as the... I don't know that this is actually possible to build. Because I don't think you'd be able to place a block on top of a hopper. One that requires support like this. But maybe if you were to place it without a block underneath, which I think you could probably do. We can test that here real quick. Let's move you real quick. Hello? It just breaks immediately, so you can't do it. Oh, you could disable the hopper though. So as long as you have the hopper disabled, that'll work. Okay. So let's do that real quick. That's going to be required in order to place this minecart and stuff. So let's get... Though I don't think I'll be able to do a rail on top of a rail like this. I'll try it. I don't know why rails get updated, nothing else does. Well, I don't mean to build you, I just wanted to place you. Oh, it's already here anyways. Okay, so if we do that... No, it breaks immediately. I wonder if we can get angled rails. We can, okay. If that's the case, then we can still do this. Okay. Though I think I would want this to face the other way, so it's possible. I'm just gonna cheat. I can click it. Seems to not be working. I don't know why. Oh, because I only made it work with regular rails. I didn't make it work with activator rails. I'll have to fix that. Okay. Oh, my chest despawned. Not the hopper. Not the dirt. Why can't it look at the frickin'... What's with this? Oh, it's not placed. Still, I don't think I made it work with these. That's unplaced too. Okay. So I think what I can do is do that. Are you an entity or no? You are not. No. It still exists. Perfect. Now all we need is that. You still exist. Perfect. Now we need to summon. Huh? Should this not be a solid block? Should it be a half slab? But it would have to be a top slab. Oh, maybe this has to be a half slab. I think this has to be a half slab. Hold on. So if we... But we don't get top slabs. Let's try glass. I think the point is that it just has to be not solid. I hate this. And now the glass is in the way. Worse. There we go. Okay, so try that summon again. Nope, it still goes in there. Why does it so willingly go inside of a solid block? What the heck? I can't even use it here. Okay, let's place. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Let's place a regular rail. Maybe the solid block was nice to it once. You mean it burnt down? Hey CTA, welcome. The entire house basically burnt down. Not all of it, but basically the entire roof did. I had to save the chickens like 3 times. How? It just sucks. Lava be like that. Oh, it goes straight in. Okay, does it help if this one's glass? But it's okay. We're fixing it. And honestly, like, there are other problems with the build, so I'm trying other solutions. It's fine. This is going perfect. It was going super well until we got to the cooking part. But yeah, this is what we have so far. So far I only have 1 illegal block. This one, which we can probably get from a jungle temple or something, or someone could. We're gonna use the rotation tool. But an impossible cake. We can get a cake. We can get a cake. They exist in trial chambers. We just gotta go to a trial chamber and get a cake. I really don't understand this rail problem though. This is so stupid. We just need it to sit pretty on an angle. Why is it gotta be like this? I'm just gonna see, is it because of this? I don't think it is, because this was just going through there without anything on top. Or, well, actually, let me... try that too. No, because it just goes under it too. Yay, okay, why? I've never had this issue before, and I don't understand what the problem is. Oh, wait. Was it this? Oh my god, I hate this game. That's so dumb. Oh, it's all getting coppered. Okay, so I just need another. Oh shoot, I can't click it now. Oh no. Let's try that again. Let's color you. Oh, go up first. There. And build onto there. Perfect. Knowing Herdcraft, this design will just explode for some reason. It will spontaneously combust inside the stone of such fire. Stone can catch fire, I think. Yes. Just can't burn. But hopefully it won't. We'll see. Considering I have like a oh, I killed it. I had a just a loose flint and steel here that like what flint and steels do is set things on fire around them. So a very possible outcome. Okay. So we have that stopped. I think I probably can't remove this block. But that's okay. Sweet, it lets me build that. Perfect. Now we just need the detector rail. And we can dump that. Put you here. And then we get the comparator. This has to go higher. Ugh, it loses it. Okay, fair enough. Put that there. That there, put that there, put that there, rotate. One, two. Yeah, they popped at me, flames blazing. Yeah, they do that. Oh, speaking of hopping, apparently the axes hop too, so swords are just better overall for damage. Which you probably knew, but I only learned that with Nissa. So I hadn't used an axe yet. Okay. We need hopper minecart. Put you there. Like that. And then what we need is to power this block when this is unpowered. Put a repeater there. Don't worry, I have a much better weapon. It shall prevail against the dragon, whenever that is. Redstone does. Yeah, I don't know when that's gonna be now. Barely anyone's responded. People are ignoring pings. Very annoying. Okay, so we can do... Need to... Unfortunately, do this for the final part. Oh, right. Well, this can be glass. And so then all we need to do is put cooked chicken in here. How much, I don't know. And then junk items. So the first item. Okay, we got that in there. And then junk items. Dark oak buttons. 4 of them if I recall. 2. Oh wait. That doesn't work that way, they need to be different ones. Okay. Die, please. Okay. And make this guy again. Move there. Right click. Take you. And then take you. Oh, did your happy gas hatch? Four buttons just stack, yep. Birch fence. Birch door. Wait, doors only stacked to 16. They do need to be 64 items. Stripped cherry log. So this is number 4. We need one more filler item. We'll just do stripped cherry wood. Okay, and that should be it for those. And we just need more chickens. I don't know how many, but just as many as we can get. Dump them all in. There we go. Oh no. Hold on. There we go. And we can dropper, and then I think we don't need those, so then we just need a button. Oh no. What's the problem? Why is it not turning this back on? This is not strong power. Guess not. So maddening you can't look inside for real, for real? Okay, so we do that, put this. Build. Put that there. We'd have to get this one flipped around. And okay, that's powered now. Let's try the lever again. Lock that, I think. Definitely should be more chicken than that. Okay. Oh, what a dummy. Oh, that's powering that block, which, okay. Fair enough. Oh. Huh. Didn't expect that. Which command goes there normally? Oh, right. Craft. Okay, so that should be good. Now we need... You are powered. We just need a chicken. Go in that, and bunch of other stuff. Dark oak button. Okay, 4 filler items. There we go. And now we can do a bunch of chicken. What the heck? They work so differently when the lead isn't attached. But not enough chicken. I feel like dying is an easier food source for real. No time for me to get stuck with this. Alright. Good night. Only chicken in there. So I think we did it. So let me... No items in there. But still got its items. Though it only has 3 cooked chicken in it. Which is a little scary. I feel like this should maybe have more. So maybe what I should do is make that 3 stacks. Also drop in the Discord, okay. Good night. Sleep well. I have no idea why it translated like that. This auto translation thing's really silly. I don't know if you guys see it. Maybe it's client side. Okay. Chicken. Boom. Surprisingly wasn't enough. Okay. There we go. You're not. I'll wait for a minute and I can break it. Also, would I actually be able to do this here? So this would be sitting here, the minecart. So yeah, all this stuff would be on that line. So yeah, it works. Data get block. 20 cooked chicken. Awesome. This has 33. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So the only downside to this model is that it requires a torch and a dust. So I want to see if, but also this, I want to see if we can get torches, wall torches in an ancient city. And then I can actually say it's vanilla. The dust, I mean, you'll have to build it like in a jungle temple or an ancient city to get the dust. Which would be very frustrating if you broke it on accident. But otherwise, it's vanilla. So let's go out here and we'll spawn a jungle temple. Nice structure, jungle. Never looked too hard in this, such that I can actually remember what it has, so. Let's see, where is it? Let's just go to the puzzle. It has... Oh, is that how that works? This is missing a block. Did I destroy it? So this does not have a torch. It's a really interesting way to do a combo lock, actually, I'm not gonna lie. It does not have a torch. I feel like I should go really far away for this. Whoa. I've never seen one like so lit up. Crazy. I also didn't realize there were skulk sensors in there. Waterlogged skulk sensors. Pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's got wall torches. Make sure this actually works. So if I go and build this like over here. No. It doesn't keep the block state for torches. But we do have dust on top of a torch here, so you could theoretically do this in vanilla. That's all you need. Oh, the facing matters, but... Let's see. We get both east and north facing for that. Never realized that was there. East and north facing. which would probably be, adjustable to get that. This is currently north facing. Okay. I can confidently say this is vanilla then. Actually, we'll make sure that you can move the comparators and keep their direction. There is a chance that that's not possible. Well, that sucks. Comparators don't stay. That's the worst. I bet you could still do it. It would just be really complicated to hook up. Doing it for both would be annoying because you can't adjust the height. You would need this repeater at this level and then a comparator at the level below it, facing that way. Which maybe it's doable, maybe. I would say the repeater is more important though. You don't necessarily need to do the auto cooker portion. And we do have a sideways repeater going into this one, but this is the one we'd want to keep, so yeah, kind of just doesn't work. It is not vanilla. That was very sad. I'm surprised that repeater rotations and stuff don't stay. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't. Oh wait, I have one more idea I want to try before I give up on saying that it's vanilla or not. What if I break the block under it and it pops off normally? Ah, okay, here we go. Nope, it rotates. So nothing doing here. Well, that's unfortunate. Why is it not going in? Why is it floating in place? What a pain. It's like impossible to build a wool floor. Okay, sure. Whatever. Well, that's annoying. Alright, I think we'll call that a stream though. We did get it designed. Actually, if it has to be modded, should I do some of it better? I don't know. Only this part has to be modded. All we need is this from somewhere. We could technically do that in vanilla. I do want to try to build a cake. I want to see what happens. Two, three. Wheat. 1, 2, 3. An egg. Sugar. Okay, it works. Can you eat it while it's alive? No. And if I build it and I go into... Does it drop? No. Okay. I was just curious. Or, no. No. That one. Okay. So... Like, in terms of efficiency... the only real, like, upgrade we could do to this is to put dust here, though that could also just be a block. And that would be fine. I think that has the same delay. I should like test if this works totally, but I don't really want to do the integration testing here. I'd have to move all this over and it'd be a pain. probably just cloning this on top of this would be the best, but I hate the clone command. Oh right, this is a problem. Because there's the chickens could just walk out of here, so this will have to be 2 hoppers tall. What's it called? A lever. If I lock that real quick, I guess I don't really need to. I can just set block 6 hopper, and then I can basically see, this is 8, 7, so we need set block 0, -45, 6 to glass. Like that, and that would work. And probably you could avoid requiring this by just having a regular skulk sensor and just having it go off randomly. I think that'd be fine. It has a delay, but that would be fine. Maybe I'll just do that. I think I like that better anyways. So place it. Actually, I think we still, I'm not totally sure. Do we need the block on top? I think I'll stick with having the block on top. And we put, you know what? So we just do that, and then that'll hear the chickens black cluck, and it'll shoot them out, and that's fine. And we could waterlog that to shut it up as well. Why? launches the bucket. Yeah, so we can waterlog that, and that should fire that. I think that'll be fine. Put eggs. What's firing stuff right? Maybe it's hard to tell. You not walk on it when it's waterlogged. I just realized I put wool around it. That's probably stupid. At least for this one, it's stupid. Get rid of that. There. Seems like it's... Yeah, okay. And that is firing, I assume. Yep, it's firing. Cool. Yes, better model. This now is like easy vanilla. But this is just not possible in vanilla herdcraft. I think that's more or less okay. Like, all you really need is a something to quickly grab this, I guess, once it's done burning. And you can do that manually, technically. So you probably wouldn't want to automate this part. I guess you could also do a manual filter. So you fill this up and then you have this lot, and then you just like, you have it locked manually and then you just unlock it for a little bit and lock it again. Dangerous. But with a resource pack, at least you could technically read, you know, what the output is. You could still have that set up. See if it's the amount you want, and then flick a lever until it's not. So that could work. I'd say I did pretty well. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I like this design. It was a fun challenge. And it'll work better, I think. Alright. Goodbye. Well, I suppose another model. Sorry, I keep thinking. I suppose another model would just be to have this spit out on a furnace, but you'd still have the feathers. But whatever. Okay, bye. Thanks for coming. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good night. Sleep well. Bye.